Hi there, what would you do if you see some animal suffering? People do horrible things consistently, yet animals actually don't lose their faith in them. After all, someone can be the last hope for a doomed kitten. Or a predator that has become prey. However, will that human challenge to help? Watch those animals that ask human beings for assist until the very quit to discover the answer. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that like button, also subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Let's begin.
Dog in the car.
Such a sensational mishap. A canine was trapped in a consuming vehicle. A cop attempted to help him. The sheriff started breaking the vehicle windows with an implement, with the proprietor shouting to his dog Hank. Luckily, they could arrive at inside and figure out how to haul the dog out. Hank is a very good boy, and he is safe with his family. When a couple was visiting Kangaroo Island, Australia, when they found a hungry koala who needed their help. They decided to bring him to a hospital, and they told that the koala looks good, has no burns. And he was very happy, relieved and thankful to those who had saved his life. This poor cat got stuck in a fence. His struggling and screaming were so intense. Fortunately, this story has a happy ending. The girl named Blossom now lives with her rescuer. She's still feral, but she's safe now. When this horse was abandoned, it was the best thing that had ever happened to her, because she had been locked up for 10 years without any care whatsoever by her owners. Take a gander at the fact that she is so glad to have a shower. The horse's hooves were so overgrown that she could barely walk. The volunteers had to cut them down piece by piece, which made it painful for her to even stand. But the mayor got through it, and just look at her now. In the village Sayaka, Russia, a man goes fishing when he met on his way a puppy that had jammed in a plastic bottle.
Чудо, ты как сюда застряла? Ё-моё, как тебя... Подожди. Артиста. Как сюда залез?
The man helped the little husky and took it to his house until he was found the owner of the husky. A dolphin that got stuck in the mud of a riverbank called for help, and a heroic builder answered. He went down to the shallow bog and spotted the dolphin stuck in the riverbed 3 miles from the nearest sea. The animal's bottom fins were stuck in the mud, and he couldn't move.
Don't let go of the rope until you've got the engine going.
After going into the water and trying to free the dolphin, Leon realized that the marine mammal was exhausted and would need help. And he realized he would need help too.
Okay. Pull it in, pull it in. Go on. Let's just get the...
When a Siberian husky named Roxy decided to run on the ice, and then she started to drown. Her siblings had drowned trying to save him. Roxy and Lexi could get out, but for his brother Mickey, it was more difficult for his. But rescuers didn't lose hope, and then a miracle. Things couldn't get any worse for this thirsty vulture, who's sitting in front of the window of a house. When the owner saw Thirsty Vulture, and helped him with some fresh water. And the weather is hot, 48 degrees at midday in Saudi Arabia. As indicated by studies, under 6% of canines and felines that experience cardiopulmonary capture make due by CPR. This is one lucky dog, and a very brave hero. We do not know how this cow ended up in a canal, but we do comprehend that it would have been not possible to get her out besides heavy equipment. Luckily, these employees weren't afraid to stop what they have been doing and assist. This wild piglet used to be probably to give up the little element fell down into the well and could not get out. The terrible piglet used to be transferring all the time due to the fact if he stopped, he was one certain to drown. But there have been some kind-hearted people who desire to assist this tiny piglet. One of them went down into the well. When a baby piglet had nearly no force, he took the little creature out. The piglet used to be so scared and worn out that he could not even resist. When a man held him in his hands. After a properly meal and some scientific help, this piglet was once set free. Something scared this kangaroo such a lot of that it sat in the water throughout the night. It could no longer move due to hypothermia, and people had to carry it out themselves. In an apparent gesture of appreciation, it extended its arm to one of the rescuers, as if to offer them a handshake.
Oh, he's thanking you.
The first thing we did was get the zip tie off of his neck. No animals were hurt during this process. I struggled at first getting it, but once I got the scissors at a safe angle, I was able to cut it pretty quickly. I can't stop thinking about how bad this could have been as he was growing. After I got the zip tie off, I gave him a soak to help clear his wound on his tail. Most likely, he dropped his tail out of stress and as a defense mechanism. He drank a ton of water in his bath. After his bath, I wrapped him up like E.T., so his name is E.T.
Well, to be able to wield and use an axe takes skill and precision. Especially in this case, one wrong move, and things could turn fatal. But luckily, this lumberjack was the right one for the job. And poor animal saved from this difficult situation.
Quase saiu, hein? Tira esse tupetinho aí. Da orelha dela.
These donkeys miraculously survived the night at -40 degrees Celsius. Returning them to their previous owners was out of the question. But at least now, they'll have a new home. Simon from Wildlife Aid was called out to rescue a fox in a builder's yard. The poor fox fell into a gap between a wall and a fence on coming to the place. He thought it would be a really hard work to take the animal. But Simon was really lucky.
That's the main thing. Come on, fella. That was dead lucky. Dead lucky.
He skillfully pulled the fox out with a grasp very quickly. The animal was frightened, and Simon had to be really careful not to let the fox bite him. At last, he managed to grasp it with his hands. The rescuer released it nearby, where the fox could find his way home. This man tries to rescue a small kitten in the woods out of compassion, but much to his surprise is attacked by a cute force of equally tiny kitten out of nowhere. Just as he picks up the kitten, the camera pans to a patch of grass off the road, which shows many more kittens coming out of the grass.
My gosh. Oh my gosh. Who would do this? The tactical Honda was not prepared for this.
Let's take a look. These elephants block people's way to ask them for help. They somehow realized that a vehicle was the only thing that could get their 8-month-old baby out of the pets.
The way he immediately ran to his mother just breaks my heart.
This occurs when manufacturers heedlessly spill extra tar right out on the ground. It was awful to such an extent that this canine, in a real sense, must be pulled out of the ground with an excavator. It was truly severe with him, yet check out at him now. A group of snowmobilers who dug out a moose that was trapped in a deep snow well. It looks like the moose must have fallen in the hole while crossing the creek, and was unable to get out by itself. Thankfully, for the moose, these snowmobilers had some shovels on hand. They got to work and freed the animal after some hard work. This bird trapped with face mask, and thankfully the man rescues the bird from it. In all honesty, this moose moved toward people all alone to request some water, and he was fortunate. Sometimes animals suffer because of losing their homes. So, this guy happened to rescue baby squirrels. The tree they lived in was cut down, and the creature badly needed to be cared for in one of the logs. The guys found a bunch of baby squirrels that were so little that they even had no fur.
Oh, look at it, dude. Look, it's like yawning. Do you see that?
The rescuers took them very gently and put them in a basket. Then, they took them to a rescue shelter, where specialists would help them to survive.
Really?
Yeah, James.
Quick. Hold on. Woo!
Thank you for watching my video until the last second. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell to watch many more interesting videos.